Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome back to my channel. Have you ever felt like you're just trying to survive each day? Or like you're carrying invisible wounds that no one else can see? If that's the case, then this video is for you. In this video, we are going to explore some tools to overcome trauma so that you can go from surviving to thriving. First and foremost, I would like to start with the definition of trauma, because it's quite important actually. The definition says, trauma is distress to the mind or to one's emotions, usually from a disastrous event outside of usual experience. Now, in this definition, there is a reference to distress to the mind or to one's emotions. And emotions are the language of the body. So that means we as human beings are formed by our body, our mind, and our soul. So that means that if trauma is experienced in the mind and the body, that means your soul is intact. Your purity and all the love that you are is still there. So whenever you're having thoughts and emotions that feel overwhelming to you, you can have that as an anchor point, that your soul is intact, that this trauma never got to your soul, and that you are still that beautiful being that came to this world to express itself in this world. Okay? So, whatever traumatic experience you have suffered, there is no rule as to what that may look like. And that is simply because something that is traumatic for another person is not for you, and the other way around. So, even if you think that something is meaningless, it could have had a traumatic effect on you. And it's part of what you went through, what your life was like, the relationships you have had, the support system you've had in your life, all sorts of things, okay? So, going back to that definition that it's distress to the mind or to one's emotions, that means that once you've suffered trauma, that affects how you see the world, how you relate to others, and how you speak to yourself. And it's very important, again, that we bear in mind that your soul is still the pure you that you came to this world to be. So whenever you're having unpleasant thoughts, whenever you're having really difficult feelings, just remember that your soul is still there and willing to express itself. It's just not being able to because of all these difficult and strong feelings and emotions and thoughts. So I'm going to give you some tools that you can work with when you're at this high point in your feelings and your thoughts, when you feel like you're spiraling, you cannot control it. But I am currently working on a course to give you the long-term solution to heal the trauma. Because once you heal that trauma, then you go back to expressing fully yourself. And it's like you release that cape from you and that block. And keep your eyes peeled and check my website. I'll put links below. So, going back to the tools, I'm going to start with the first one, that is somatic work. If you have never heard that word before, somatics, they are very gentle exercises or movements, rather, that leads you to promote the mind and body connection. And they relax you in a way that you probably have not experienced before if you've never tried them. It's not like meditating, it's not like getting a massage, it's completely different. It connects your mind and your body. So what you do through these somatic exercises is to signal safety to your body. And the key element here is to regulate your nervous system so that the nervous system can signal to your body and brain that you are safe and that it can relax. Now, there are other techniques that may achieve some sort of soothing, but somatics is really the one that will have the strongest impact in you, especially if you're experiencing things like anxiety or nervousness. This will really calm you down. And these are gentle movements, and you do them in a relaxed manner, like lazily, and it really brings you back into your body. Now, another option is to use EFT or tapping. It's also called tapping. And this technique consists of applying pressure on several points within your face and upper body at the same time as you say some affirmations, and that is meant to access your subconscious brain and allow those affirmations to input themselves into your system. The third option for you can be journaling, and that is writing down on a piece of paper exactly what you're thinking as you're thinking it, and then burning it or throwing it away or putting it away, and just sort of letting the thoughts out of your mind so that you can refocus. So you acknowledge that those thoughts do not belong to who you are. They're just there because of the trauma you experienced. You're writing them down and letting them go out of your system, and goodbye. Another option may be meditating. A guided meditation, if you're new to meditation, would also help you with getting back in control. And finally, the last one is visualization. And visualizing can be tricky because in order to visualize in a way that you're going to feel what you're visualizing as a real experience, you need to embody what you're visualizing. And in order to embody what you're visualizing, you need to be connected to your body. Because if your mind and body are disconnected because of the trauma, then it's going to be very difficult for you to visualize in real life what you're experiencing in your mind. So if you're stuck in your mind and having strong emotions, visualizing may calm you down temporarily. And I'm giving you the option because it's important that you try whatever works for you. And these are the 5 options that are the ones that have given faster results when you are stuck in that situation. So I'm going to do a very quick recap. It's somatic exercises, EFT or tapping, journaling, a guided meditation or visualization. And any of these 5 should get you off the hook immediately. Now, if we're looking at long-term healing of the trauma, this is the course I'm preparing, and I will have it ready because it's very simple to release the stored trauma in your body. You just need to know how to do it. But once you know how to do it, it does not take long at all. It's just a matter of connecting with your inner child who experienced that trauma and healing him or her. As simple as that. And once you heal that inner child, it's so easy to visualize and to allow your soul to express itself and bring into your life everything that your soul was here to experience. I cannot emphasize enough how important it is that you actually remember that your soul is a as pure as the day you were born into this world. And the key work here is to reconnect yourself with your soul, to release all the trauma that you have stored in your system because of experiences that you could not control or process at the time. But once you deal with that, you will be free to enjoy the rest of your life. You deserve more than just getting by. You deserve love, peace, rest, and a life that feels safe. And remember that who you are is behind everything you're experiencing. So thank you so much for listening today. If this spoke to your heart, then subscribe to my channel, because there will be more content following this topic. And I want you to remember that thriving is your birthright. And also, your past doesn't define you, your power does. It's time to rewrite your story, to create the life you deserve. You are powerful, you are worthy, and your dreams are waiting for you. I will see you in the next one.